Dr. JJ Levine. Hey, a while ago I was watching a documentary on Netflix called Live to 100 Years Old, or Live to 100 Secrets of the Blue Zones. Now, the term blue zones was first used by the author Dan Buettner, who was studying areas in the world in which people live exceptionally long lives. And they're living to 90, 100 years old. And literally, blue zones are geographic areas with lower rates of chronic disease and longer life expectancy. He highlights centenarians, and centenarians are people who are not only living to 100 years old, but they're thriving. And in many cases, they're healthier than people that are 30, 40 years their junior. So how are they doing that? So some of the blue zones include, when we look at the globe, places in Greece, Costa Rica, Japan, Italy, and even here in the United States in California. So why do people in the blue zones tend to live longer than other groups all over the rest of the world? Well, you might think it has something to do with genetics, but interestingly, genetics probably only account for maybe 20, tops 30% of longevity. So therefore, we have to look at environmental influences, including diet, lifestyle, because both of those play a huge role in determining your lifespan. So what's the bottom line? You know me, I like to just get right to the bottom line of it. I've spent the majority of my life educating people on avoiding stresses to the human body. The human physiology works better without interference. Putting the proper ingredients in our bodies, eliminating toxins from our body, especially as we look at personal care products, avoiding a sedentary lifestyle, we have to keep moving, getting proper rest, and having a network of people who offer you mutual happiness are all critical. And that's what the Blue Zone talks about. That's really the bottom line. The Blue Zone regions are home to some of the oldest and healthiest people in the world. Now, although their lifestyles differ as you look at these different regions from Japan to Costa Rica to California and Greece and Italy, most of them, the majority of them, are eating a plant-based diet. They exercise regularly. If they do drink alcohol, it's in moderate amounts, and it's the right type of alcohol. It's red wine, not beer and hard alcohols. They get plenty of sleep, and they have good spiritual, family, and social networks, because each of these lifestyle factors have been shown to be associated simply with longer life and a healthier life. So by incorporating these things into our lifestyle, it may be possible for you to add a few years to your life. Why not, right? And it's not a matter of just going to that higher life or that higher age. It's being healthy along the way. It's thriving. So diet, fasting, and exercising are all factors associated with the blue zones. Now, people who live in the blue zones eat a diet of whole plant foods. Here at Asante Organics, we are the leader in plant-based, whole food, organic, pH-balanced nutrition. So if you're looking for supplementation, you're going to do so much better with us versus those synthetic vitamins. Now, on top of eating low on the food chain, as close to being a vegetarian as possible, these people in these zones tend to restrict their calories. And studies have shown that long-term calorie restriction has been shown to help with longevity as well as mitigate the prevalence of disease. Again, it's not just the number, the age you get to. You want to mitigate disease. You want to stay away from those things. They consume alcohol in moderation, and people in these blue zones, some of them drink maybe 1-2 glasses of red wine per day, high in antioxidants. Now, this may help prevent heart disease and reduce the risk of death. They typically aren't exercising the way we here in the West consider exercising. They're not going to the gym to lift weights or getting on a treadmill or joining different exercise classes. All those things are fine, but they're constantly moving in their everyday life. They engage in moderate physical exercise that's built into their daily life. You're going to see them gardening, walking, climbing hills, climbing stairs, rarely driving in cars or sitting on the couch watching TV. People in these blue zones also get sufficient sleep, 7 hours to 8 hours of sleep, and no more than 30 minutes during the day if they take a nap. Doing those things can also reduce the risk of heart disease and therefore death. Factors other than diet and exercise that play a very important role in longevity is religion, life purpose, family, social networks can also influence how long you live. Now here's the great news. And again, this is all part of the bottom line. The great news is everything I've shared here is available to all of us, no matter where we live. So I suggest checking out the Netflix documentary that I mentioned above, the Blue Zones, and letting me know what you think. And if you're looking for help with supplementation, toxic-free living, I'm here to help you. Even if you live in a big city, if you're not blessed to live in Greece or Italy or Japan or Costa Rica or that certain part in California, Loma Linda, we're here to help you. So thanks for joining me here today. That's my mentorship minute for the day. Bye-bye, everybody.